this
Sure.
real quick? Alrighty.
On Sunday, hundreds of thousands of people in Arizona are going to celebrate the life of Charlie Kirk. And millions worldwide will do the same. What I'd like to do for you just briefly here is talk about the historical significance of Charlie Kirk, who died at the all too young age of 31, as well as his contribution and legacy to our country. Charlie, to put it quite simply, became at the age of 31 the greatest political organizer in the last 50 years. If you want to understand just what I mean by that, we have to compare Charlie Kirk to the two top ones before Charlie came along. Ralph Reed on the Republican side, Dave Axelrod on the Democrat side. Ralph Reed in the early 1990s was able to mobilize a Christian coalition in a way which would lead first in 1994 to the Gingrich Revolution, the taking back of the House, first time in decades. Then, if you look at Axelrod, he had a similar task. He did it in a slightly different way, but Axelrod was able to mobilize natural constituencies of the Democrat Party, blacks, Hispanics, and at that point, the youth of America. And Axelrod was largely responsible with cutting-edge analytics for Barack Obama being the first African-American president in our history in 2008. The reason why Charlie Kirk really stands above these two giants is because he had a much harder lift. Not only did Charlie Kirk have to mobilize the youth of America to vote Republican, before he could do that, he had to persuade them. And as most people know in politics, the most difficult thing in politics is to persuade a constituency which has already made up its mind on one side. They're not undecided. They've already made up their mind and move them all the way to the other side. And that's what Charlie Kirk did. He found a turning point in 2012. A dozen years later, he was able to help the Republicans win back the House and the Senate. It only took him 10 years in that case. And he was tremendously effective in key swing and battleground states in 2024, contributing to what would be the Trump landslide. So it's really important for the history books for people to understand this. Charlie Kirk was a father, a husband, a patriot, a great man, a very great young man, but he is also an important historical figure, and he should be remembered for that as well as for everything else people are going to talk about him. Greatest political organizer in the last 50 years. I don't think anybody will ever do what he was able to do, because the degree of difficulty is the highest you can get, not only to mobilize, but also to persuade. So, America on Sunday, I hope you will think about and pray for Charlie Kirk's family, and we will miss Charlie. Charlie, we hardly knew ye. Thank you.
Mr. Navarro, are you doing a hit right now, or were you, what was that? Or you just
That
delivering
was
remarks?
going out on C-SPAN with the legacy.
Oh, that's great. Could I just ask you a quick question?
No, I've got to